Hi, dear friends and subscribers. This is your host Ram, welcoming you to the Cricket Happening show with the news that Sri Lanka have lost the first Test match against South Africa on the third day itself. And I'll tell you the margin. It has been a 231. It's an 81 runs victory by an innings and 81 runs. South Africa have crushed Sri Lanka in the first Test here on the third day itself, where the match has finished at the Supersport Park in Centurion. South Africa has won the match by an innings and 81 runs. So today, South Africa resumed at that overnight total of 200, and as you know, they had 200, 390 odd runs on the board yesterday. And today, Mark Boucher was gone for 65 with 10-4, so that will give him lots of confidence because the Axis are just hanging on the head of Mark Boucher, and he has really done a great job there. And it was but the person who did the damage and did everything was Vernon Philander. Now Vernon Philander has become the third person in the history of Test cricket to take a 5 wickets, 10 wickets in the match, and it is his consecutive fourth 5 wicket haul, which has been done by only two players in the past, and he becomes the third player. And what a record there! He got another fifer, which is great. And Philander, I will talk about that. Imran Tahir remained not out on 29 and 411 all out. As I said, it's a huge lead of 231 runs for them. The wickets were shared by Valagadra and Pereira, 3 wickets each, and 1 wicket each to Matthews, Fernando, and Dilshan. But as far as Sri Lanka's second innings were concerned, they totally catapulted, as there was absolutely no respite. Dale Steyn was on the money, 10 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 36, but Vernon Philander, take a bow, Vernon Philander, becoming the third person in the history of Test cricket to have a consecutive fourth 5 wicket haul after making his debut against Australia. What a bowler he is. 11.1 overs, 1 maiden, 49 runs and 5 wickets. Callis had done for 13, 1 for 36 for Mon Markle, who picked up the very vital wicket of Samaraweera, who was the highest scorer for Sri Lanka, making 32 of 54 balls with 6 fours. Mon Markle got the wicket, and Imran Tahir, such an excited player he is, whether it is batting, bowling, fielding, or whatever he does. He's quite a character on the field. 4 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 15 when he picked up the wicket of Kaushal Silva, was caught by Callis. Just talking about the game, they were all out. Sri Lanka were all out for 150, and innings and 81 runs victory for Sri Lanka. Absolutely crushed Sri Lanka there, South Africa. And Sri Lanka, I think they're going to find it very tough. Even the stalwarts like Kumar Sangakkara was dismissed. In fact, first it was Tilakendra Dilshan who was dismissed by a beautiful ball from Philander, which held its line after pitching, and he was gone for 6. So it straightened actually, and he was gone for 6. Paranavitana was out for 4. Sangakkara got a peach of a delivery from Philander, which just moved past his bat, and Boucher behind did the rest. He was gone. Mahela Jayawardene, trying to go for his 10,000th run in Test cricket, was very unlucky there. He was run out in a very silly fashion. It's probably it was the fault of Samaraweera there, and Jayawardene was run out for 15 with 3 fours. Samaraweera was the highest scorer with 32, but that really didn't. He was really responsible for Jayawardene getting run out there. Angelo Matthews was dismissed by a beautiful ball from Philander, which moved away, and he was gone for 5. Kaushal Silva was a victim of Imran Tahir for 17. Thisara Pereira contributed 21 with 1 4 and 1 6. Herat smashed 2 4s and 2 6s in a cameo of 23 of 18 balls to no avail, as he was also gone off Philander. Valagadra was caught and bowled by Philander for 10, giving Philander 5 for 49 and 10 wickets in the match, and also the man of the match award. What a bowler Vernon Philander is. It has been a real boon for South Africa, because for Graham Smith now, Vernon Philander has become the go-to man. Okay, now let's look at the Bangladesh Pakistan second Test match. What really happened there? And Bangladesh put up a very good show. In fact, the play didn't start early. There was fog there, and play couldn't start early in the second Test match at the Sher-e Bangla National Stadium. But that the foggy conditions really helped the Pakistani seamers, and especially Aizaz Cheema, who picked up 16 overs, 2 minutes, 52 runs and 3 wickets, and reduced Pakistan on the first day initially to a score of 43 for 4. When Tamim Iqbal, the first wicket go was Nazimuddin. He was gone with a beautiful seaming delivery from Aizaz Cheema. He was out for a duck. Tamim Iqbal top edged the hook shot of the bowling Humar Gul for 14. Again, Aizaz Cheema coming into the equation there and taking the catch at the in the boundary. Then it was Mahmudullah was promoted in the batting order to no avail. He was clean bowled by Azaz Chima for a duck. And Nasir Hussain, who did well previously in the first test, could not really, recreate that form as he was caught behind the bowling. Azaz Chima was moving the ball both ways. It was troubling all the batsmen, reduced the Pakistanis, reduced the Bangladeshis to 43 for 4 at one stage. And it was left to Shahriar Nafees and Shakib Al Hasan to take the score from 43 for 4 to 223. They continued to play their strokes. They were not. They were not really, flustered by the situation. They just went on in their own way, playing some strokes. Shahriar Nafees pulled well. Shakib Al Hasan played whatever strokes he's renowned for, and they took the score on to 223. It was a 180-run partnership, and that enabled Bangladesh to be on a respectable score on the first day of the second test match at 234 for 5. And Shakib Al Hasan was not out on unbeaten 108 with 14 fours and looking very good. Mushfiqur Rahim, the captain, is not out on 5. And Shahriar Nafees unfortunately missed his century. He was out for 97. He was caught bad Nanak Malad bowling Umar Gul for 97 with 12 fours, but a beautiful knock from Shahriar Nafees. Was edgy at times, but then he played some good strokes too. So 234 for 5. Bangladesh finished with at close on day 1 of the second test match at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium against Pakistan. Bowling figures: Umar Gul 2 for 63, 3 for 52 for Azaz Chima the best. The spinners couldn't make much inroads today. Mohammad Hafiz 9 overs 27 runs. Saeed Ajmal 15 overs 1 minute, none for 47. I thought Shakib Al Hasan played the spinners very well, and Abdul Rahman 14 overs, no maiden, none for 42. So that was the situation as far as Bangladesh is concerned, and Bangladesh are looking good actually with Shakib Al Hasan at the crease and Mushfiqur Rahim the captain. If they can actually stretch that to 400, that would really do something for them and really put up a good fight against Pakistan, because Pakistan have a very great batting order, no doubt about that. So that is, and the other news that I would like to cover here is the Big Bash League, which started yesterday, and today the Sydney Thunder starting off, and with Chris Gayle and David Warner, and David Warner smashed the ball into smithereens. He really played some great strokes, and he hit a century. So that was the very good part of this Big Bash League, where Sydney Thunder beat the other team, and David Warner, as I said, contributed a century. Hit some very good, enormous sixes there. I wouldn't go into the much nitty-gritty of it, dear fans, friends and subscribers. And there's another news that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is just pondering, I would say, that probably saying that, whether he will be there for the 2015 World Cup or not, one couldn't say. Probably he would take his decision in 2013, whether he would be playing in the one-day internationals or not. So, well, that is something that I would like to share with you. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say here, dear fans, friends and subscribers. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.